Hi, everybody. It's Adam with HeartValveSurgery.com, and this is a special cardiologist question and answer session all about the symptoms, the risks, and the treatment options of aortic valve stenosis. I am thrilled to be joined by Dr. Aneja, who is a leading cardiologist and aortic valve specialist at Metro Health in Cleveland, Ohio. Dr. Aneja, it is great to see you, and thanks so much for being with me today.
It's my pleasure.
Yeah, to get started, can you help the patients understand what is aortic stenosis?
So aortic stenosis is a narrowing of the aortic valve opening, most often because of calcium deposition at the valve leaflet level, which hinders the flow of blood from the ventricle out to the aorta and to the rest of the body. So the body needs a certain amount of blood to perform its routine functions, which is perfusion to the brain, to the kidneys, and all the other vital organs, including the heart itself.
Dr. Aneja, is aortic stenosis a progressive disease? And if so, how could that impact a patient's treatment?
Aortic stenosis is a progressive disease, and it can take a variable amount of time to progress from mild to moderate to severe, depending upon the individual's risk factors. So it is really important for them to follow very closely with their cardiologist to ensure that they get timely and regular follow-ups, both clinical and with echocardiography.
Dr. Aneja, what are the symptoms of aortic stenosis?
The symptoms of aortic stenosis are predominantly fatigue, shortness of breath, chest pain, dizziness, passing out or syncope, and congestive heart failure, which manifests with worsening shortness of breath, ankle swelling, and difficulty laying flat.
Dr. Aneja, those are a lot of serious symptoms. I'm curious to know for the patients, why is it so important that they're aware of these symptoms?
Symptom awareness in aortic stenosis is critical because patients are at high risk of dying. So about 50% of patients who have developed symptoms could die over the next 2 years.
Dr. Aneja, this is obviously a life-threatening disease that patients become aware of from their signs and symptoms, but can aortic stenosis also be asymptomatic?
Patients with aortic stenosis can indeed be asymptomatic. They can be truly asymptomatic. In other words, nothing has changed about the amount of exercise or activity that they can perform over the last few years or months. And other patients may be asymptomatic because they've reduced the amount of physical activity that they've been performing.
Dr. Aneja, a big question now is, how is aortic stenosis treated?
Aortic stenosis has traditionally been treated with a surgical approach. Patients would come to the hospital, stay in the hospital for 5 days, but typically they would have their sternum cut and the valve replaced surgically with a new valve. The valve used to be, for the most part, a metal valve many, many years ago. And then we started putting in valves that were made out of tissue taken from pigs and cows. More recently, over the last 10 to 15 years, we have seen the advent of TAVR, transcatheter aortic valve replacement, where a catheter is taken through the femoral artery, which is in the groin, and advanced into the aortic valve position. It is sort of smushed over the old valve, and it takes the position of the old valve. TAVR has several advantages over the surgical approach. There is no cutting of the sternum, so patients don't have to go through a heart-lung machine or a bypass. They sometimes, these days, don't even have to go through anesthesia. It can be done with local anesthesia and moderate sedation approaches. And patients often go home the next day and don't need to be in the hospital. TAVR has absolutely transformed the treatment of aortic stenosis. We have seen patients that were previously reluctant to have any kind of surgical approaches. Patients do wonderfully after aortic stenosis treatment with TAVR. They get their quality of life back almost immediately. I know many individuals who previously did not golf for up to 10 years who have gone back to the golf course and have played 18 holes. It's quite amazing. People that were reluctant to swim because they would get exhausted are in the pool regularly and feel absolutely amazing. I know people that have traveled the world post TAVR procedure and who were reluctant to even travel out of state in their car.
Dr. Aneja, it's great to hear those patient stories of people getting back to active living. I'm curious to know, what is your advice for aortic stenosis patients?
My advice to aortic stenosis patients is that you establish with a program that has an active heart team that takes care of these complicated individuals. You make sure that you follow up with them on a regular basis with echocardiograms, with clinical visits, and when the time comes, be ready for this procedure.
Dr. Aneja, that is fantastic advice. In behalf of all the patients at HeartValveSurgery.com, patients all over the world, thanks so much for your commitment and dedication to aortic stenosis treatment. Thanks for being with me today.
It's my pleasure, and thanks for having me. I really enjoyed the conversation.